Salutations to all you folks out there. We're going to be looking at the Tavern Brawl for this week. This one's going to be Encounter at the Crossroads. Basically, we pick a class, we see what they put in our deck, and we play it out. And I'm thinking that they did this one because the Old Gods expansion just released yesterday. I've been sifting through some of the cards in that and trying to figure out how I'm going to redo all of my decks. And this is probably just going to be a selection of some decks that the devs built using these new cards. So we'll get to see a wide variety of things in this brawl. Let's go ahead and choose a hero here. Let's go. Let's go for Druid. I don't play Druid much. Let's see what some of the stuff that they throw in here looks like. You'll have to excuse me today. My allergies are lit up like a fire. I can barely breathe, so hopefully I will not cough in your faces and sound too terribly nasally, but there is a possibility that might get to me. I'll do my best, though. You gotta love the fact that the birds singing and everything turning green and the world coming to life again in the spring means that I get a month of headaches and wonderful nasal congestion and all of that awesome stuff that comes with it. Okay, so we have the Knife Juggler, which is now a 2/2 card instead of a 2/3. Nourish is probably a good thing to hang on to because I can scale with that, or draw 3 cards as the need may be. We'll get rid of that one. I'm trying to get another small minion, and nope. So why'd they put Knife Juggler in this deck if I'm not going to have anything small to play on it? That does not make a whole lot of sense. I'll throw it out turn 2 anyway. We'll see what happens. Of course, I wonder... I'm going to play this one instead. Transform to game charge, or +1/+1 and stealth. Let's go for Panther. There could be the Wisps card in here somewhere. The one that's, is that? Yes. Yes, it is in the Druid deck. There is a card that summons 7 Wisps. So if you play the Knife Juggler and then played that card, you would get 6 damage out of it, which is kind of freaking amazing. Well, I'm actually going to play it here, because I can do that, drop Zombie Chow on top of it, and deal enough damage that we will not get a full heal on the enemy hero if that card dies. Well, this is definitely a wild deck then, because that is that Noxramas? I think that's Noxramas. It's one of the old cards that is no longer allowed in Standard. And there's a Silence. Fan-flippin-tastic. Moonfire, deal 1 damage. This is such an eclectic group of cards. Like, how is this even a cohesive deck? We'll see if we can work something out with it, though. I'm going to hang on to that Moonfire because 1 damage might come in handy later on. We're just going to beat him in the face until he caves in. I think that's the best way to solve this. Ba-da-bum-bum. Of course, next turn, I could draw 3 cards.
Just me and Mr. Fight.
I think that might be what I do because... Oh, look! A charge. Still, I'm not looking too terribly great on the selection. I'm going to do this. I'm going to draw 3 cards. I'm going to Moonfire the Dragon. Mechanical Dragonling. Aha! And Astral Communion does me literally no good. That is going to be a dead card. Oh well. It is what it is. We'll just keep punching that face. Keep punching that face. Oh! Next time, I can play a 9/9 Draconid Crusher. That actually makes me feel better about things. I'm going to enjoy throwing that one down. Deal 2 damage to a character. If it kills it, summon a random demon. Wow, that is just about the worst possible. Okay, so a taunt that gives my Cthulhu +3/+3. Do I have a Cthulhu hiding in this deck somewhere? I don't even have a Cthulhu. Oh well, it doesn't matter because that's a 5/7 taunt for 6. That is still freaking fantastic value, even if it does not trigger the battle cry. Most taunts suffer in a stat in some way, shape, or form. And this one is actually above par. Below par? You're supposed to be below par to be playing well in the game. 9 damage when he has more minions than I do. He took almost the entirety of that damage. 1 damage. I like this new WoW emote because it does, you can use it in such a sarcastic sense and it works fantastically. Okay, so we're going to bump you. Actually, we're going to bump you. Get rid of that minion. We're going to hit you in the face. We're going to play for a 9-9, and that is all. Buddy, I think you are very well screwed. I don't think there's any way you're going to come back from that. I really don't. Well, that's annoying. And now my taunt is dead. That's okay, though, because we're going to deal... Oh. Well, never mind, then. I was about to say, we can play the charge that is lethal, and then we can throw in the 1 damage on that minion for a kill for good measure. Well, that worked out pretty dang well. We're in a pack. Not too shabby. I'm clicking to continue. There we go. Okay. Oh, so I have a quest going for that. So I'm just going to go again with Druid. Wait, what was it? Mage or Shaman, Druid or Rogue. So let's go for Rogue. We can play 4 games, and if we win all 4... That was not what I meant to click. If we win all 4, which is kind of optimistic, we'll be able to achieve both of those goals, and we can buy another The Old Gods card pack and pop it open. I've opened 7 already, I think. No, more than that. 11 or 12. Because I saved up around 900 gold before the expansion came out, and then everybody got a bunch of free packs, so works out pretty well. We've got Nefarian in this. Well, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so this is going to be interesting because I can throw it out. I'm saying interesting way too much. I can throw it out, and the following turn go for hero power, and I'll have a 2/2 dagger instead of a 1/2. That will work beautifully. All right, you gonna play something, or you gonna sit there? What you gonna do? I'm wondering if these are literally random decks.
I wonder.
I am very curious. Maybe they are. Who knows? All right, let's do that. Let's see if we can keep it alive for 1 turn. It only has 1 health, so the likelihood of that is not very good. So my question is... Well, never mind. That's a dumb question. I was about to say, does he have a peg leg? Or does he have a keg for a shoe on the other foot? But his knee is very, very high, so that would be quite lopsided running forwards. That's actually a pretty dang good idea, because if you continually heal that, you could potentially take 1 damage forever. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a weapon. Yes. And it's going to get +1. And we're going to kill the dragon egg. And then we're going to kill the little dragon. And now we still maintain halfway decent board control. And I can equip another weapon next turn and still get the +1/+1 bonus. So we're going to get super fantastic value out of this, depending on whether or not it stays alive. Come on, buddy. I want that jewel. Oh, I broke it. Actually, if it broke, that probably means that it was made of glass and fake. So some explorer got there before I did and snatched that son of a gun. Well, that was useless. And I'm going to lose my pirate this turn. Crap. No, I am not. Because I can play Fan of Knives. And it will all be okay. This is going to work out really well. Alright, so Fan of Knives. Yay! And that is going to be a useless card for me. Okay, so first damage to the face on turn 3. Still got our 1 health minion alive. That Buccaneer is turning out to be very survivable. I never thought he would be around and for this many turns. Deal a damage, draw a card. I do not have super selection here. I can give stealth to him till the beginning of the next turn. That would work. Let me play... Let's do this. It's going to give 3. I don't have enough mana for that. Dang it. Should I go face or should I go for Elise? Should probably go face. I'm going to throw this out.
Here we go.
The pirate's life for me. Okay, so if you choose to kill that one, I can still kill you next turn. Does not particularly matter. We will be okay on this one. We've got a mech. Yeah, there is no cohesion at all in these decks. None whatsoever. Because I have mechs, I have pirates, I have freaking Harrison Jones. All of this nasty business. Okay, so we need... Choose a friendly minion and gain a copy of its death rattle. I don't have a death rattle. Now I do. That will work. Okay, so I can shiv. I can shiv you and draw a card. Then... Ooh. Oh. Oh. Crap. I'm going to keep him alive. I wish I would have shivved first, because then I would have definitely played him. Freaking A. Now he's not going to be alive next turn. That sucks. So very, very much.
Answer the call of the light.
Alright, what is your random paladin card? That's what I want to know. Okay, so we can play the Raptor. Gain death rattle of summoning a 2/1 damage golem. We can play you. Razzle frazzle. No pirate. Stupid. Okay. Good turn. Good turn. Down to 19 health. He's got to do some board elimination now, or he is going to be in a mess of trouble.
Feel the power.
Then again, he could play for a Wind Fury and knock out 2 of my minions with his 1 for the best value that money can buy. And now I'm depressed. Ah, all of the best laid plans, and now they are wrecked. I suppose I should hang on to Harrison Jones. Oh, I can play Nat Pagel, who is absolutely kind of sort of worthless. So let's give him stealth. Do that. And do that. Alrighty then. Slowly whittling away at the health. Very, very slowly.
Let's negotiate. You can
Add a random spell to your hand. So you're holding on. Is that the Paladin card that he got last time? No, it is not. That is something out of his deck. So what Paladin card did he get? That's the question here. Destroy a random enemy minion. Well, it's not going to be a random enemy minion because I am going to control the randomness.
Thank you.
There we go.
Blades ready.
That works. We have lethal next turn, I think. Yes, we do. We have lethal unless he does something drastic. He's on 9 mana. That would be something drastic. Holy crap. Holy crap. That was physically painful. Choose a friendly minion. Add a 1/1 version to your hand. Okay, so can I get that to survive another turn? That's the question here. I think I can, because I can play him, and then I have Taunt. Taunt. So I can play him, copy that power, and that will give me another 4-cost minion for 1 cost. And it'll be a 1/1 Sky Golem. That'll be a funny looking thing to throw down on the board. Hello there, Dust Devil. You are absolutely useless in the face of my Mighty Taunt card, which is about to go away because the thing from below will kill it. What was that? Oh my goodness. That's not going to turn out well for me later. So now what? Let's do this. Let's do that. I still have my coin. I guess we can throw out the 5 card. That'll at least get me some extra things. Let's do that. And that. Okay. He does not have lethal. He has 17 damage if he has a Bloodlust. That is going to be devastating. Good, you don't. Hallelujah. Fail. Well, you're going to get 2 minions anyway. That's fine, that's fine. Why do you pick that one to kill of all things? Well, I'll take it. That's a win with the rogue. I am slightly disappointed with the card choices in this Tavern Brawl, but it's okay. We can still have a little fun with the RNG. We need... Oh, that's 5 games with Mage or Shaman. Let's try 1 game with the Mage. Actually, yes, let's do Mage. We'll do a Shaman after this one. Come on there, find us a worthy opponent. Shoo! Almost got the Diamond League. That's terrible. I shouldn't even tell that joke. Hearthstone is a 2-year-old game. It's been doing the same thing for 2 years. Who is going to be fooled by that? Add 3 random mage spells to your hand. That's interesting. But it's also a 5-cost card on the first turn. So it kind of makes me doubtful that I could make it useful. I also have Baron Rivendare, which is fantastic. Let's keep the Baron and Shatter. Because if we have a Frostbolt, we can combo that son of a gun into something awesome. And we have no 1-cost cards. Boo. I suppose that would work better with Blizzard or something like if you were playing a mech deck and you got the spare part that freezes things. That would also work. You're just gonna die. Let's go for the lazy way out of this. 17 hero powers later.
Finally, a second chance.
Ouch. So this might actually be problematic. Ice Rager would be a good one. It'll eliminate one of these, but it's obviously going to die, which is mildly depressing. Let's go with Dancing Swords.
Job's done.
Because he has to burn 2 things to get rid of it, unless he just drew a spell. My next question would be, does he have the same hand that I do? Or do we draw unique cards from each other? Dan Thiemann, Hearthstone is actually not that hard to understand. It's a reasonably simple game. So, alrighty then. I've got 2 spell breakers. I'm going to throw one out with the full realization that it is going to die next turn. I don't have anything with a good death rattle to play Rivendare. Sigh. Mini sigh. Okay, we're going to silence him. That's now a useless card. He will use it to kill the Spellbreaker. And then throw out whatever else he has. I'm now on my back foot because he's throwing minions first. That is unfortunate. That should be my catchphrase. Everything is unfortunate. Well, now I definitely don't want to throw out anything valuable. That is a useless card. Completely useless card with Mage. Let's throw out the other Spellbreaker. And the Dragonhawk. My hope is that the Spellbreaker will stay alive for at least 1 turn. Now I have twice triggering death rattles, and I have nothing with a death rattle to play. Such is life. Such is life. Oh, look! Yes! That was exactly what I needed. Except for you. I already have one of you, and it's already useless. Just taking up space in my hand.
Separate lines, please.
Okay, so I'm going to... Yes. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. We'll whittle him down. He is whittling our health down, though, so that is rather worrisome. Still no Death Rattle minions to go with that Baron Rivendare. This is where having a random legendary at your disposal is not always a good thing. Because there are some legendaries that, while they have really cool effects, they're totally and completely useless. Unless you have cards to synergize with them. And nothing that I have has a Death Rattle.
Get behind me.
Alright, shall we pray to the RNG for this one? Well, we don't have to. Let's hope for the best here. Yes! Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Alright, we get the taunt out. Bop you. If you attack again, you die, and I'm still left with a 4-1 taunt. So that is really good for me. Tim Sellis, you are correct. It is actually getting more like that, it seems. Holy crap, really? That was a spell damage plus 1 card. I did not realize that. Dadgummit. Alright, we're going to deal 6 damage to you. That way we can hero power you. And I really need to play that with the counter spell. I'm going to save the counter spell for Baron Rivendare if anything ever comes up that has a death rattle. It's interesting the direction that Hearthstone's taking because it's kind of scaling more towards longer games with bigger minions instead of this whole rush meta that we've been dealing with for so long. And it is quite nice. What was the random spell? Discover a minion and give it +1/+1. That is another. That is RNG on RNG. The battle cry casts a random 5-cost spell on a random card, and then you discover a random minion and give it +1/+1. Okay, so I need to make use. What if he has something bigger, though? There's always going to be something bigger. Alright, we're going to go Counterspell. We're going to go Baron Rivendare just so he thinks that we have something big. We're going to hit him. And finally do 1 damage. 29 health. We've almost got him killed. Good lord, if I couldn't laugh at myself, I would wallow in a pit of despair. I'm already wallowing in a pit of despair. I need some kind of decongestant or something. Call pet. Well, that's a good spell to cast. Oh, a random spell that costs 5 or less. I was wondering about that. Okay, so let's do you. I guess Spiteful Smith. I'm really running out of things here. Like, this is kind of ridiculous. And I still have no Death Rattle. But the second that I hit him with the 1 damage, I'm going to go for face. That say, the second that Baron Rivendare dies is going to be the second that I draw an amazing Death Rattle card. Absolutely amazing. And I can't get the double trigger out of it. Ha! I counterspelled your spell. That's great. That is fan-flipping-tastic. No, don't do that. But that was my plan. That's okay. I'll do it this way. I'll make it work. Let's go ahead and do that.
Job's done.
Oh!
I don't have enough.
I don't have enough mana. Never mind. I was about to say, I could shatter Baron Rivendare and get a better 4-cost card. And now we have Mirror Image, so I can't even attack him.
Engaging
Crud.
into dislocator.
This is not treating me very well. We had such good success with everything else, and now this. Alright, so we do that. We kill you. Kill you. And 1 there. But I have 3 health. So I get the distinct feeling that I am going to die. Right about now. Well then. I have this. And I have no other spells in my hand. That is the epitome of uselessness. Wow.
Job's done.
You win this.
That was awful. Yes, you do keep saying the word random. It is a running theme. Alright, we're going to just take a look back here. We're going to open this card pack. See what we get. Probably a whole lot of uselessness. Oh, I remember you. You didn't help me at all. I think I already have. No, I didn't have 2 Circle of Healings, I don't think. Okay, so you're done. Good, 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 good. Go to the collection. Let's disenchant. And I have 600 dust now. So I can probably pull together at least a mediocre deck here. We do want standard play. I have 1 for everyone right now. I do have a warrior deck that is mildly entertaining, to be generous. Let's narrow this down. Where's our filters? I do not want to be here. There we go. Done with you. There we go. That's what I was looking for. All right, let's go to Old Gods. So we have a few things in here that are relatively interesting. I do have some of these. Deal 1 damage, summon a Mastiff. This is an interesting card right here. The Giant Sandworm. Whenever this attacks and kills a minion, it may attack again. And you can play that with your Beast having charge with the Tundra Rhino. Actually, is the Tundra Rhino in Standard anymore? Surely it is. Surely it is. Yes, it is. Your beasts have charge. You can play it after Tundra Rhino if you can keep Tundra Rhino alive for a turn. And this Sandworm, whenever it attacks and kills a minion, it may attack again. And 8 health is a lot to burn through. So you could potentially do some massive damage with that. Just interesting cards that they've got rolling on through here. Let's go back to Old Gods. Let's start thinking about... I want to build a Paladin deck with this. Maybe this is not a good thing to do on stream, but I'm just intrigued by the possibilities of some of these cards. Let's go for crafting so that we can see what's going on here. We have Stand Against Darkness, summon 5 1/1 Silverhand Recruits. And then there's another card in here. Yeah, Divine Strength, give a minion +1/+2. That is an interesting Warlock card as well. Or Murloc, not Warlock. I do not have enough options. That is a problem. So, oh, there's another weapon introduced. There is another minion that I need to discover that is able to issue +1/+1 to any minion that is summoned. And Stand Against Darkness would be awesome to play with that because you'd have 5 2/2 Silverhand Recruits. Stack that on top of some other amazingness and it would be beautiful, beautiful. Alright, I think I am actually going to knock it off there. I was hoping that I could build a deck, but I simply have not played enough of the Old Gods expansion to have discovered enough cards to craft a halfway decent deck. I need to flesh out some of the Cthulhu cards. I need to get a few more things in hand, although some of these are very interesting. Like this one, Forbidden Shaping. Spend all of your mana and summon a random minion that costs that much. It's the ultimate perfectly scaling card. Because you can play it on any turn and it will draw a minion that correlates with that turn. Super, super awesome. Anyway, this is a brief glimpse of things to come because there's going to be some interesting decks that come out of all of these new cards. Alrighty, I'm going to cut the stream off there, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.